Now, all of this stress has a big impact on your nervous system. And your nervous system has two different states. It has the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So when we have all of these stresses going in, and we can't get rid of these stresses, by the way, this is just called life. We just have to try and deal with it as best as we can, which is why chiropractic is really, really great to be in a help. If you have all of this stress going in and you have symptoms which are happening, do you think your body's going to be more stressed or is it going to be more relaxed? It's 100% going to be more stressed. So your nervous system will switch into the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system you'll be familiar with because it's known as the fight and flight response. The job of the fight and flight response is literally for survival. It's literally to keep you alive. If I jump out on you, you go like that. You tense up. You breathe in. You hold your breath, you go into a flexed posture, your muscle tone increases, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure increases, your breathing increases. You're looking out for danger, you're on high alert, which is where your body will release hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Now, adrenaline basically takes blood away from your gut and puts it into your arms and legs, ready to fight or ready to run. So it impacts your gut health, it also impacts your digestion. Increases tension within our neck and shoulders, which is why people who are a lot more stressed, they'll get things like neck pain, headaches, they'll get tight tracts. So your mental health state will be in the state of looking out for danger, so people become more anxious, their body becomes more sensitive, and actually in patients that I've seen who've been chronically stressed for such a long time, and is very common in conditions like fibromyalgia, is that you start to get something called allodynia, and everything becomes painful. And again, from our earlier videos, we know that pain is literally a protective mechanism to try and keep us alive. You also release a hormone called cortisol, which lowers your metabolism. Particularly very, very common in night shift workers. They'll often have quite skinny arms and legs, but then they'll have a big belly and they'll carry a lot of fat around their organs. So if you have high cortisol levels, you're a lot more prone to being overweight, to having type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. So being in this state, in the survival state for chronic periods of time, is really not good for your health. The other end of the spectrum here, this is the parasympathetic nervous system, nicknamed the rest and digest state. So in this state is literally where your body starts to heal, recover, sleep better, digest food better, your fertility improves. This is where we want to be around 80% of the time, because being in this state is what actually helps our health long term. This state is very good short term. In this state is a bit more like when you go on holiday. You go, ugh. So you breathe out, your muscle tone relaxes. So what are the things that we can do to make sure that our body remains in this state? Well, there's a couple of things. One of them is seeing a chiropractor. So one of the reasons I see my chiropractor every week is because I'm trying to make sure that my spine is moving well. And when my spine's working better, it impacts our nervous system, which then brings you into this state called the rest and digest state. Which is why a lot of people, when they start their chiropractic care, not only is their body able to heal and recover, but they also find that their sleep improves, their digestion improves. Another tip that you can do to bring your nervous system into this state is breathing techniques. So again, if I jump out on you, you go, when you relax, you go, so breathe in for 4, breathe out for 8. This will bring your nervous system into this state, which will help you relax. Other things that we can do to bring ourselves into this state are things like meditation, exercise, being around people we love, people who we enjoy spending time around, eating good food. So again, all of these pillars of health I've included on my website, areas you can go to improve these, which will help your overall health and well-being, which means you spend more time in this state so your body can heal and recover.